Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sandbox game live stream for Wednesday, July 4th, 2021. My name is Joseph, the Vision X Matting. Today is the last day of Alex's vacation that I'm aware of. Maybe he extended it, maybe he didn't, but I can say for a fairly safe bet that next Saturday there will be two floating heads on this stream and possibly a new stream theme. Also, I will be back with you in just a number of hours, right about 14 hours. I got an echo going on, one sec. All right about 14 hours from now, I'll be back with you live streaming for the Sandbox Summer Jam number 4. Number 4, Summer Jam sale. 4 out of 5, except not. More news on that tomorrow. So, what are we doing here? Well, each and every Wednesday right here on YouTube.com, Twitch.tv, Theta, DLive, Facebook, and Twitter.com/TheSandboxGame. I will play the games that you uploaded to the Sandbox Game Maker Gallery and give feedback to help you get your games ready for the metaverse. If you're watching live with us today, you have a special opportunity during this stream. Feel free to ask us anything from questions about the Game Maker, maybe our asset creation software VoxEdit. You could ask about the metaverse or anything else that you feel like you want to ask about the Sandbox. Maybe you could just ask about my day. It's all good. I got the comments section open for you right now. If I can't answer your question live, we will answer the questions via our wonderful social channels. So check them out in the description below the video. You could tag me after the show on Discord, Telegram, Twitter, or any of our other great platforms, and I'll try to get that answer out for you. Of course, if you're watching this later over on YouTube.com, you may want to join us each and every Wednesday. We start at 2100 UTC on Wednesdays, 1800 on Saturdays and Mondays, and those watching live will get the unique opportunity to win our Wizzy the Blue NFT asset, which is unique to these streams. If you do win, you can only ever win one. There is a limited minting of just 200 Wizzies that will ever exist, exclusive to these streams. So if you see them inside somebody's game, you know they're watching this live stream like you are now, or, you know, the recorded content and then they came over to a live stream. So for now, let's get ready and going with the start of each and every week. Hello, everyone. Andy, I'm doing well. Touche, hello. The winning stream is scheduled for this week on the 17th. So, welcome. Touche asked. The Game Jam number 4 ended a short while ago. We have been previewing and reviewing your games. The final reviews came in, or I think the last one will come in set for tomorrow, the last reviews. And then we'll have our presentation set for Saturday. I'm going to do a big, nice theme for it. I've got a theme for our Summer Jam that I've been working on. So when you see me later on Thursday, it's going to be a new sparkly theme, and I'm going to work on that one as well for next week when Alex is here, or on Saturday rather. And the stream after, the Wednesday stream, the Monday stream, that sort of thing. So we're going to be looking shiny soon with some nice changes. Is it better to watch the live stream on Twitch or YouTube? Well, it depends. I think if you're on Twitch and maybe you're watching on a mobile phone, I would probably recommend it there because they have a lower bit rate. If you are watching on your desktop or something like that, or you don't mind, using a lot of internet, YouTube is good. They also have over on YouTube auto translation features, and I believe Facebook Live also has this. So if your primary language is not English, you may want to watch it via YouTube.com. Just a little tip there. All right, so before we get up and rolling, what I'm going to do is make sure that I have my copy of the Wizzy form ready, because I would like to jump straight into the game you guys see on your screen right now. And so I need that form ready for myself so that I can share that with you when that time comes. So 1 second here. Doop, doop, doop. And when this... All right. All right. Looks good. Feels good. There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Panda Pops says that they're going to get the Wizzy this time. Panda, best of luck to you. You certainly would have earned it. Let's see. Any other question? Can you say hi, Michael Fogarty? He will freak my girlfriend out. Hello, Michael. Hello, Michael Fogarty. Maybe I can be weird about it. Hello. All right, let's jump in. This was by request. I will put the entry in for the Wizzy the Blue later on in this stream, so keep watching with me, and we will be having some fun. Controlled Alt asks, you'll be on YouTube, or I'm sorry, on stream tomorrow morning before the land sale with your tips? Yes, that's right. I will be live with you 2 hours before the sale starts. So I'll be on in about 14 hours from now. The sale will start in about 16 hours from now. To help prepare for that, you'll have to forgive me. I might lose my voice at some point. I have to sleep at very odd hours. It is 2 p.m. my local time. I got up from like a 1-hour nap because I was like, I need energy to start. And then I'll finish. Okay, let's see. Right away, can't move off the platform. This is it's like a Crossy Road sort of Frogger-like game that I've stepped into here. But yes, I'm gonna get my sleep at some odd hours today, so I can be here for you guys doing great things. And I need to be sure to have that theme finished before the stream starts, which is quite a bit of work to design a theme, apply the theme, get it all ready to go. So I want to look shiny for you guys. Let's see here. Sand surging, and I forgot to buy. Well, you know, Jermox, if it makes you feel better, if you pick up sand today, and for any reason you couldn't get the sand or the purchase of land, let's say that you were picking up sand. Oh, I'm going to cross the street, easy peasy, boom, boom, very easy stage. All right, we're going to cross the road. There it is. Boop, boop. We crossy-roaded. All right. Oh, well, that wasn't as easy. I got hooked. So, yeah, you know, you can hold on to your sand, right? And rest assured that the amount of sand that you would... oh, that's interesting. If you get touched by them, they appear to hook you. Let's just sprint across like a mad person. There it is. Boom, boom. All right. Yeah, so it'll always be 1,011 sand for a single 1x1 land NFT. Also, we're changing the rules. We're changing the game. Check out the recording that I did, well, about 7 hours ago. That'll go live on Thursday's news piece for more details, because I don't think that that's been announced yet. Maybe it has. But we're going to change the way that land sales work. Let me double check. That way I could just tell you if I can. Go over to medium.com/sandbox-game. I'm going to click this Summer Jam Wave 4. It's got the right amount of lands. That's good. ZenFT, Ethlings, MetaKey. These are our partners. We're going to have some premium lands. They're going to include these assets. Going to have some estates, land sale improvements, and yes. Wonderful. It's right here, folks. So if you didn't know, there's an updated article. You have the possibility of, and I don't know if it's going to be ready for Wave 4, but I can assure you that there's more. There's more to it. There's more. You got Wave 5. We've got some more announcements to come after that. But we're testing a queuing system. So if you are familiar with the system that maybe exists on other NFT platforms. I know for certain that we've got like NBA Top Shot does this, where you can come in before the land sale starts. In their case, it's cards. You can join this pool of people and then automatically be assigned a queue number. And then as that user, when you reach the front of the line, you'll be able to choose which land you would like to pick. You'll have about a minute or so to pick your land, right? So you pick that land, and this is the initial idea. Application at the end of the day may be a little different. It may be that just another user gets unlocked every set number of seconds or something like that. But a good consistent inflow based on something kind of like a lottery, but that you don't need tickets to, have your chance to get in. So if that is the case, then most of the suggestions that I leave on the stream for optimization could be thrown out, because the optimization is going to happen with the elimination of the first come first serve sort of system. So this is not the last week. And can you only pick a single land at this time? That would be the plan based on demand. Yes. If demand changes, then maybe that changes. But as it stands, what is the Twitch? You can go to twitch.tv/the Sandbox game. But yes, we want to make sure that everybody has a fair chance to, oh darn it, I got all excited, to pick up a land. So that changed to the system. Oop, oh, I got caught again. I will beat you. I will break you. I will break you. This is good. Okay. I can jump on. Can I jump on people to cheat? Can I just cheat? No cheating. Alright. Got it. Check, check, check. We are... Oh, of course. Oh! Yeah, I did it. There it is. Cheater. Extraordinaire. Okay, these are faster, but I could probably get them in sync. The other cars appear to be... There it is. Hack the planet. Moderate difficulty. Who needs it? Who needs that last one? You know what I mean? Don't even worry about it. Oh. Now we go sideways. Let's just fix that. Oh. Whoa, hold on a minute. I gotta go all the way back. Come on now. Hacker. No. All right. How many weeks are left in the weekly summer sale? At the moment, 1. More details on that will be coming soon. TM. When I say that, I mean it's a... You know how we like to do that. You know how when it comes to press releases, I don't really have the liberty to say all the things that I know. So at this time, there is this summer sale event and one more at this time. What's up, Roy Goop? Yes, I am indeed. I will be streaming live with you guys tomorrow before the sale, 2 hours before. Land is a limited resource. The question comes in and says, land is a limited resource, right? And I'm like trying to just power through these first couple of levels and failing terribly, by the way. Come on. Let's see. There is only 166,464 lands that will ever exist. So it is actually less than the question. There you had, well, it's not, I don't think that it's impossible. Jax is saying it looks impossible, but it's mostly because Joe's not really even looking at the game. I'm trying to kind of speed run it. Looks like there's a series of 3 cars that are going super fast up here. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Boop. Easy. Not too bad. The fact that there's no checkpoint is kind of a big deal, because now I'm coming all the way back here, despite the fact that it says I'm on stage 5. But that is what the classic Frogger game did. No mercy was had, you know. You went as far as you could go. And I imagine, I mean, this is pretty much something looks like I could master it if I was, you know, if I'd played it enough. I could know the timing on these things. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. It totally could have. I forgot they bounced back instead of continuing through. Here we go. Okay. This one basically as soon as the car goes through, but the other looks like they're all gonna come through at the same time, basically. Oh gosh. But one thing that's interesting about this design is you can see that regardless of the way the level is designed, the water is basically I guess toxic for your character. So you know that if you touch it, you're gonna die. Let's see, these are all fairly in sync, but those go further. So the small planks go further than the large ones. Oh, close. Shouldn't have done it. Should have known better. So this wave, we can still select more than one land. Yes, if you get the opportunity, you can still select more than one land, to my knowledge, unless you are put into a queue right at the start. You would be able to select more than one land if it's a first come first served sale. That said, there is still a special link that I will give you as soon as the when you're in that recording or that stream with me live. I'll be able to, I mean, I guess I could tell you now. It's sandbox.game/en/sale-map. That sale map is different from the standard map in that it only loads the sale event. But it may not be updated at this time, so keep that in mind. You will need to probably wait until the sale is just about to start before you will see it change to the new space. Last time it was about an hour earlier. However, that sale page, Roygib says, worked way better. That's good to know, but also did not work as expected last week, and so it will be updated for this week, because when the timer hit 0 last week, the sale page accidentally ended up loading everything anyway when the timer hit 0, and that wasn't the intention. We wanted it to continue to not load everything. This is quite difficult, only because it is spawning you all the way back at the beginning, and there's no, no middle ground there. I just keep getting, I mean, I could probably avoid getting caught by those cars if I paid more attention, got more focus in there. There is only 6 levels, so this degree of difficulty is not so bad. The fact that you get hooked on the cars is kind of annoying, but at the same time probably required. Because initially, in the old Frogger style game, if you get touched, you die. This one takes you down the inevitable path of doom as you fail, as I fail. It's like, yep, I got touched by a car. That could end it, but no such mercy is given to your players in this game, it appears. Nope. You gotta take the long ride. It's amazing the possibilities in the Game Maker. You're right, and that is what I'm excited about. About the Game Maker, we've seen a lot of these. I've played quite a few from this game, Jam in particular. One thing to note about the game that I'm playing right now is it was not a Game Jam submission. The user that requested that I play this had completed this game in a very short time. I think it was just like a matter of hours in total creation time. And because of the nature of many of our default assets, that's easy enough to do, and make it look like Frogger looked, which, oops, darn it, I went too fast again. Those little bridges are getting me every time. So the queue system may be coming in tomorrow, but I can't guarantee it, because the dev team that worked on the landing page for sale map had to make some adjustments to that map. Oh, I got squished. In the week after, because they had some map functional for the sale-map page, but it wasn't complete. Didn't operate as expected. Let's see if I can get through this bad boy. There's a lot of car. There's a lot of car. Can't do it. Andy, I think overall yeah, it would be nice potentially, like, to have the chance to possibly get more than one land, but at the same time, to, in the interest of fairness for each user to be able to get some land, I think it's a little bit better, because we've seen that in the comments section on many of these users, chats, that they want to get land, they want to get to making games and doing things. I sure wish there was a checkpoint after 3 stages or something. But users have been interested in more individuals getting lands, and I think that would be, it's more possible made by this feature. So, a lot of people have a great number of lands and have been picking up more, and that's fine. But if we have, there's only so much time in the day, I guess is what I want to say, right? Like, if you're like some users, you might have tens of lands, hundreds of lands for even a few of them. But if you do, then you probably don't have enough time in your day to be able to make all the experiences that would be needed to play those games, right? So, okay. Let's sneak up here. What? That spear hooked me. It, like, on the side, hooked me right through. Oop. Yeah, another thing that's possible or made possible by this queue is if you happen to have lands, like, I don't know if you've seen the way that the Top Shot system works. Probably not, unless you're in the US. You probably don't care at all about the NBA. But I have seen their system for quite a bit. I've used it. In fact, I tried to get a pack today for their playoff pack, which required that you had to have a certain vestment. Whether that be on our part, maybe it's sand, maybe it's lands that you've picked up. But it's possible in a system with these kind of, like, credits or whatnot. Okay, this is... Did I get through? Oh, no. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I got to go all the way back. That was stage 6. But it's possible in a system with a queue to also measure, for estates, to say, like, okay, well, you own a land. Now you're eligible to buy an estate in the first come, first serve, or something like that. That's not, of course, guaranteed. We haven't finalized the plans on this kind of queue system, but it's very possible to do that. Or maybe to say, like, hey, you own a certain amount of sand, so we know that you could buy an estate, and then the sand or the estates unlock for you for purchase, or something like that. Or to take estates off of the auction system entirely, and be able to put them into the queue for these sales, because it used to be once upon a time that sales, of estate were first come, first serve, right? So it could be possible to put those back in, so you could absolutely get even more than a 2x1. But we'll see how it develops as time goes. So let's see here. if I have any other questions about that. I think people who try and get like hundreds of lands want to rent them in the future. That's true. Many of them do want to rent the lands. But that said, you know, it's kind of the same process. You do rent them out to different users, but there's different kinds of value propositions. And in fact, I've seen a lot of these, so I have been retweeting them just today. I saw two different groups who had larger land plots that were saying, hey, I need developers, right? I need people who can make games in these experiences. Come apply today. So if you're watching these streams, of course, you probably have a little more know-how than the average person in terms of what you can do with the game maker. And, okay. All right. Where are we at? Oh, that platform is moving. Interesting. Oh, come on. Joe, what are you doing? Joe's mechanics. Joe's mechanics, bro. Oh, I was out of there. That car didn't touch me. All right, let's see. Imagine getting to the end of this game and getting to claim an exclusive NFT. That's true. That could be possible as these features start to roll out, as the metaverse starts to get up and going. It may be possible to do that. That is one of our plans. We want to be able to allow users to possibly get NFT rewards for playing your games if you so choose. I felt so alone watching on Theta. Someday many might be there. Well, yeah, that would be... it would be nice to see more people using those additional platforms. You're right, there haven't been too many people there or on DLive for us in the past. But if you're there, you know, say hi. Oh, almost got me there. As someone who's learning and still doesn't understand a lot of this, how much land... how much does land usually go for during drops? So every time, each and every time that we have a drop for land, a single 1x1 land NFT goes for 1,011 sand tokens, okay? And the bundles, the premium lands that include additional NFTs, those vary a little depending on how many NFTs are also included. But right now it's 4,683 sand. And it took me so many readings of that out loud for me to remember that off of memory. But that's because, again, it does vary from sale event to sale event. So, oh, come on! Could have got me. Could have got me. So overall, right, what can you say about this? It's practically perfect in every way, but how do you mess it up? That's my opinion about the Frogger-based game. This could possibly be more popular if, obviously, it was longer, but they didn't spend that much time kind of testing to see if this was a plausible idea. I understand that this is a brand new designer, somebody who joined the ecosystem maybe 2 weeks ago, was able to make this game already with our tools. So if this is the first time you're watching and you're wondering what you can do with the Sandbox Game Maker, get in there and play with it, you know. Use it right now, because this user created this as the second project that they'd worked on, and they made it in just a couple of hours. So check it out. Get in there. I mean, possibly you make this last jump a little harder, but also, like, the level's already quite hard as it is. To the point of making this harder, it's not really the hard difficulty jumps that you think it is as a developer. Maybe you're putting it together and you're just starting to go with themes. I like the fact that it sort of transitions now out of this like city or rural kind of landscape into what looks a little bit more like Indiana Jones, a little more jungle. Let's see if I can get through this here. Oh, almost didn't. Almost didn't. Oddman Out Inc. says, I gotta get a game together for my land. I just jumped right into the ocean, folks. I want my son to inherit my land one day. That's an interesting prospect for sure. I mean, these, for as long as it's on the blockchain, these NFTs will live forever. So, totally up to you. ERC20 tokens. I don't believe that Ethereum is going anywhere, It's going to be good. Going to have the Sandbox forever. All right. They have a game maker for Mac. No, not at this time, actually. You can download an app called Boot Camp, however, on your Mac, and you'll be able to download the Windows version because you can emulate Windows with Boot Camp pretty easily. Additionally, you may be able to, Microsoft announced that if you have like a business account right now, that they will have a browser-based full version of Windows. And probably the most intriguing thing about it, from what I was seeing earlier today, is that they have whatever you create in that browser-based version of Windows, and I don't have full details on it, so I'm not sure if this would work or not, but it's like a subscription-based model, usually used for businesses, but they have a 10 gigabyte per second upload or download rate and a 4 gigabyte per second upload rate, so like super fast in terms of internet speed, and you pay based on how much computing power you want or need, which is an interesting idea, I think. Douglas asks, let me see if I can find Douglas's question, because Kidzula, you are correct. Douglas Moreno asks, is the idea of these games to possibly charge to play them? So yes, Douglas, but also no. It's up to you as a developer whether you would like to have the game be free or to choose to charge. There's also multiple different ways you can charge for your game. So one possibility is to create an NFT. Okay, so let's say potentially that the bicycle you see on the ground here was an NFT that you created, and you said if a user purchases this bicycle, they have access to my land. And so when a user tries to open your land, it'll give them the prompt that you must own this NFT to play this game, and that sort of thing. They go purchase the NFT, they can just jump in as many times as they want. Or when the metaverse launches, you will also have the opportunity to have users pay ad hoc, right? Like an arcade does, where you could say, I want to charge 1 sand or 5 sand or whatever, and you can play the game once. And sand is it is a fungible token also. So if sand gets to a price where you think like, well, that's unreasonable for a single play to pay 1 sand, well, you could have them pay fractions of sand per play if you like, whatever. It's up to you. Totally up to you. So you pick up a land NFT, right? Maybe you get the one that's just a 1x1. You don't get any additional assets. Then you go from there and you start, you got 1,011 out-of-pocket cost in sand. You charge 1 sand for users to play your game. Well, now you just need 1,011 people to play your game, right? To see it as a good deal, a well-designed game. So, Jazzwolf says it runs through Boot Camp, but it's annoying. Yeah, that could be if you don't have a decent, like you have to have a better than usual GPU when you run it through Boot Camp. But that's kind of the way that it goes. Sandbox will be on macOS, but is not currently being, well, the current versions that have released are not designed for macOS, but there will be versions for macOS. As it stands right now, I got booped. As it stands right now, we don't have the Mac client back. We were designing for the Mac client, but then found that in order to get all of the things done that were being requested by the community for the game maker, we had to limit the design workflow down to just Windows. And then we ended up expanding the team to get back to meeting the demand of macOS. So It's currently being developed, but does take some time, of course, in order to get developed. So look forward to more information on that as soon as I have it for you. We'll let you know here. We'll let you know on blogs. We'll let you know on Twitter, on, everywhere. Everywhere. Did Joe get good yet? No. If you're expecting me to get good, that's not gonna happen, Panda. I'm sorry. You know how it is. When you play video games, they're not made for bad kids like me. Hey, come on, bro. Come on. You can't just be a zombie out here wanting to fight and stuff. Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, did you see that? An invulnerable... Since you're struggling so much with the current game, could one sell a temporary cheat code NFT to skip a level? That's a good question. I think programmatically there's no reason why that's not possible. It just depends. Like, basically you'd have to say if you have this item equipped. Let me see if I can look this up. If I go to inventory, I'm not sure that anything could load in by default. And I'd have to look into this because I know Alex had created some NFTs himself, like a sword. Excuse me. He created an NFT sword, and so every time that he loads into a game, he's already got the swords in the inventory regardless. But when you open these NFTs, these are all those that are already in the game. If you had one in your account, I think as long as you could have it in your inventory somehow, then you could say, yeah, it could be leveraged in that way, where the game client could seek for, if it's there, spawn checkpoint. If it's not there, don't spawn the checkpoint, that sort of thing. This is not going to end well. All right. Instead of asking for 0 question mark sand to play your game, will there be an option to charge like $1 worth of sand so that the payments don't need to be changed due to price fluctuations? Well, I think so, but that system's not finalized yet, so I can't give a guaranteed answer on that. But I don't really see why not in terms of like technology. It's just going to require, like, I wouldn't imagine that would be the way that it is day one, but certainly it could be possible by, a couple of weeks after the initial, let's make sure that sand functions as expected, right? Oh, darn it. Oh, darn it. I didn't have to jump. Didn't have to jump. Could have just got good, Do, 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 do. I made it. Here. Oh, yeah. Well, that was cool. But also, I'm going to die. Can't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to do it. All right. Oh, did we get a spammer? Oh, want to become famous? I do. Check it out, folks. Right here. Right here on twitch.tv/the Sandbox. Game over on youtube.com/sandbox-game. You can watch me ban a spammer/scammer. Putting links in there. Asking if you want to become famous. Never click links that are put into the chat by anything except for me, the Sandbox game, or Nightbot. Nightbot official. If it doesn't have a little sword next to it, a little moderator logo or a little streamer logo, don't trust them. It's hard out here. It's rough. Yeah, the famous Atari game Frogger. It should remind you of that. Frogger, one of the most iconic games of all time. There's also, come on, Crossy Road, which is a more recent game. And then I played. Actually, I think it was Crossy Road. I used to do marketing / managing for an arcade company in the Pacific Northwest of the U.S. Opened the doors on the company myself, along with some, of course, many other important folks. So we opened up this company, and they had a giant Crossy Road arcade game where it literally has just one button, go forward, you know? Crazy. But it was cool. All right, here we go. No! No! I died. Died again. Well, you know what? I think I get the gist of the game. I don't believe that it's broken. So let me see if I can... first of all, it's already been 45 minutes of me trying to beat this Frogger game. So maybe roll back the difficulty a little bit, and or it's probably actually fine. Add more levels. Add a little more topological diversity. You know what I mean? Get it. That's not accurate because topology is vertical height. Let's see. Ecological diversity. That's probably what I'm going for. Add some jungle scenes. Add some desert scenes. We've got the cityscapes. Those are cool. Add some cyberpunk stuff because there's a bunch of that after the last game jam. Get those levels in there. Get them a little slower to accelerate and add checkpoints along the way. I think that's really just the only way how you finish this out and make a game like this great. So let's see here. I would like to see this give the opportunity for whoever beats a specific game to purchase a ticket to an event ahead of the general public. That's possible as well in theory, but I'm not sure that it's possible like execution-wise at this time, because you can't make your game force a link open or anything like that to take you to a place. You could make a quest where at the end, when you win, it says, congratulations, here's a link, go here, you're eligible for a thing. But then there's nothing stopping your users from sharing that link around. That sort of thing is possible. Northwest says, I want to buy some premium land on OpenSea. I'm looking at one in Smurfs territory, but down by Binance. Or one that is up against Zed Run. Should I wait? Northwest, my recommendation for you, as I'm getting this Wizzy the Blue NFT link, I'm going to share in the chat. The recommendation that I have for you is simply to make sure that when you get premium land, you're getting the value that you expect. If you see on OpenSea.io a premium land listed, all that really means, the only thing it guarantees is that you get the 1x1 land NFT, because users on OpenSea can list anything they want, any way they want, in any bundle that they want. So it may not include the original NFT assets that came with any one location. But when you buy them from us directly, you guarantee that they always come as the bundle with the expected assets. So if you were to click one right now that's down by Binance, you'll see the assets on the map that it originally came with. Then you can go back to OpenSea.io and see if it includes those. If it doesn't include those, is it a price that you find reasonable knowing that those other NFT assets are not included? Okay? That's pretty much the only thing that I would say differentiates the OpenSea sales versus ours, except for most often when you buy it direct from us, you get it at a better price. Because a lot of users who list on there listed at a markup, and, it's a super high demand asset, so that makes sense. That's going to happen. But let's see here. If I can't get you that link, everybody, send, and I am going to copy this URL, and I will paste it in the chat. Here you go. It's going out right now. You should see that popping up. So once again, the link that I just provided in the chat is an exclusive NFT that you can only get on these live streams. This is a Wizzy the Blue NFT asset. So this is a unique asset, not just available on these streams, but you can only ever win one we have a form. This form auto tracks. So if I see two responses from the same one user, I will know. I can skip them. If I see two winnings ever from the same one user, I will know and I will skip them because we want to make sure that as many users who are watching these streams get a reward just for watching right here. So they are also super high demand, fairly high value from what I've seen over on OpenSea as well, because nobody wants to get rid of them. They're cool. They're fun. Let's see here. I'm going to look for another game as I go. If you guys are watching and you have a game that you've created and you would like to see it played here on the stream, let me know and I can pull it up. Crossy Jogger was made by the same user that I played this game on Saturday as well, but a different game because they had requested that specifically. Crypto Sauce, which game? I apologize. I have a lot of things that go on during the week, so aside from getting I played Town of Mystery, I believe, last week, or a glitch in the Smurf tricks. I don't think that I have. I think I had certainly for the review, because that's one of those that was submitted for the Game Jam, but not here on this stream. So if you know what page it's on offhand, that would be helpful. Otherwise, I will keep digging on through it until I find it. Page 21-ish. Okay, I'll skip ahead. Not too far though. I'll get to like 17 here and then I'll go slow. Roy Gabe says a Wizzy the Blue NFT is around $500 US at the moment. But this has been the only time regular land costs more in the sale than Wizzy does on OpenSea. Interesting. Has it been the only time? I feel like there was a period where sand was in the ballpark of like 75 cents plus. I'm not seeing the glitch in the Smurf tricks. I'm hoping I didn't just skip right past it there. I bet you it was earlier. It was probably earlier. Let me know if you see it in the chat, if I've skipped by it. One thing to note, if you didn't already know, as soon as we announce the winners during the ceremony that we have coming up on the 17th, this Saturday, make sure you are there for our regular stream time. We will be doing the awards ceremony for the Game Jam. As soon as that is announced, just keep in mind that we will be featuring all of the top 10 winners. All those top 10 do win an NFT. They win at least some amount of sand. So they'll be in the featured experiences shortly after we make that announcement. You'll be able to play those top 10 games and find them quite easily when we do that. How does one go about purchasing land? Well, go to sandbox.game. Make sure that you have some sand. Make sure that you have a small amount of ETH to process your on-chain transaction. And then join me in about 13, 14 hours from now as I will be streaming 2 hours ahead of the launch of the land sale for wave number 4 of the Summer Jam sales event. Of course, we will continue to have Summer Jam events as we go. The Summer Jam events have been extended slightly But I don't have more to say about that unless you watch the page 26. They say thank you. Let's see. Unless you want to check out my... I got a news piece coming out tomorrow with a little more details about that. But we've had some more interest, we'll say, in that. And then also, it's not over when this summer jam is over. We still have more beyond that. So it looks like some of your assets are still loading in here. It's going to be just a bit, and then I'll be ready to go. Are you going to add the tornado to this game? Well, Storm the Tornado, you can add the tornado to this game very soon. In just a short number of weeks, all users will be able to publish their assets into the gallery directly. So if you create an asset with the Vox Edit tool, you should soon be able to insert your creations into the gallery. You can load them up inside your game and then publish that game in the Sandbox Game Maker gallery so that I could see the tornado in this game. No autumn sale? There will be an autumn sale, but I can't announce it. So, I mean, I just kind of did, but also I didn't. There will be an autumn sale. I heard some rumbling in the cave just now. Will you go take a Smurf? Sure, I will take a Smurf. That's interesting. I'm trying to remember how the Smurfs used... Excuse me. I'm pretty sure they replaced all verbs with the word Smurf, but I can't remember. And if that is the case, rumbling might have been replaced with Smurf. Boop. Oh. Alright. Okay. I got the coin. Now I got a side quest for coins. I saw the shiny. I got the shiny. You know what I mean? Gotta go get it. The not announced announcement. That's right. Super sneaky. Super stealthy. Stealthy. Alright. Let's see here. Get a little tree beard. It's a fine day. Alright, tree beard. You do you. What? Here, okay. Hear me out. Real quick. Not a criticism, just a laugh. Is this where Treebeard lives? So I feel like if that is the case, if Treebeard lives in this tree, is that a little cruel? Is that cruel and unusual? Because he's a tree. You know what I mean? Like, he's a tree living in a tree? What's up with that? What's up with that? I don't know. Just having a laugh. Okay, investigate the mysterious cave. Cave is mysterious. Where is hole for cave? Hey, look at that. Another one. I got another coin. What's up? What's up? Oh, the hole is obvious. And here. Okay, let's see. Got a little thing. I'm helping dig this cave out. I'm not sure what I just found. Well, I don't know. Let's try to check it out. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho. What's up? What's up, Smurf? Okay. So, quick feedback. I would say right away, first of all, I'm stuck. No way to go back. So, this might be okay. Depending on what I go forward into, but I did want to point some things out, so I might reload it. Visual interest is lacking so far on this, but if you only spent a little while on it, that can be fine. Obviously, that's the point of the Wednesday streams, is to kind of get some feedback and iterate on your stuff. We'll get it ready for the metaverse, get it ready for potentially the game jams. If you had asked about this a bit before the jam, then of course you could have made changes, but as it stands now, the voting is almost over. So, walking into the cave, the main landscape, relatively uninteresting. The lily pad jump, that was smart, that's good. Make it slightly challenging to get some of these coins, make them kind of hidden on top of the cave, that's cool. I could have potentially missed the coin on top of the cave. That's good, I think, when it comes to your little like secrets like that. Your little side quests, those are meant to be like, hey, you missed this, come back and play again. So I think that's good. But when I come down here, I jump into this hole, the first thing I think as soon as I get down into this is nothing's happening. It is just a long hallway with nothing to do. And generally speaking, you want to have something to do every 60 seconds and visual interest as often as possible. This is cool. Falling down into this, it's nice. It's a change in the scenery right away. But just that hallway, since you're really going from jumping on thing to jumping on thing, and the door just kind of opened, I would say make that like a little bit visually intriguing. Maybe the occasional like little glitch pixel here or there, or like some vines going on, show that it hasn't been accessed in a long time, that cave. Maybe spider webs or whatever. Anything moss to flesh out the idea that nobody's been there in a while. Because when you look at that hole right there, what I see is it's a man-made hole that was dug within the last week, right? Like construction workers are actively in that hole because it's very flat, it's very clean, and we don't want it to be that clean or flat, okay? And all you're really doing when you do that kind of thing is you are building a story for the world that doesn't require text, right? So that's the purpose of fleshing that out. If the cave isn't like a pyramid with a hollowed out center, then it's going to be a lot more realistic to being a cave. Possibly if you've got this guy digging it out, I know that there's a shovel asset that's free on the marketplace, so you get that shovel and you just stick it in the ground next to them to show that they've been digging it out before they say they've been digging it out, or like a pile of dirt, things like that. So you have the ability to create in VoxEdit some additional assets as well that can match up with your story. So when you do make a game like this, you give it a first pass, kind of as you have here, and then when you go play your own game and you read the text that you've created for your characters, you could say, hey, you know, this needs that. Like the tree guy who lives in a tree, you could potentially have them have a flavor text come up that when you walk in proximity, it says something about them. What are they there for? Even if you can't impact their like tiny little goals, at least you can show that they have them. And that makes all the difference when you go play these games. Any kind of RPG gets really enhanced by the side stuff. You know, the most famous thing about Skyrim is walking by a guard who is otherwise unremarkable, and they'll do almost nothing for you. And then he says, I used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee, right? So the most remarkable thing about your game could be the side story that you create without ever having to explore it. Okay, so let's see. I've used a teleporter, and when I use a teleporter, interestingly, I mean, that's cool. The coin's right there. It's nice to see that. I'm going to get that. Doop. Got the coin. Interestingly, going up to the other teleporter, I see that it's all like super technological, right? I get into this cave, and it again looks like a construction worker came in here and cut this out in a couple of minutes without. And again, that's not really, you know, on you or negative in particular or anything like that. It's just that I would expect the tech theme to continue into the other teleported area if there was going to be a tech theme in the previous room. But the simple blockade, this is pretty good. Again, I'd like to see some texture on the walls, a little something here or there. But we're starting to get some kind of obstacles, some kind of difficulty. I've been talking more than, you know, oh, you could just walk right through that. Okay, that's fine. I've been talking more than the time would normally allow, but at this point, even if you were just walking, you would have walked for roughly a minute or two with essentially nothing happening. You've used it one teleporter and you've walked. And generally speaking, I like to recommend the Halo method. If I've used to do game testing for Halo 2 before it released. And one of the core mentalities that they had is they wanted to have 60 seconds of like story uh, with at least 30 seconds of action like every minute, right? If you're going to walk, you shouldn't be walking for more than a minute without something happening, without something serious, like a real event occurring. And you would find this in those, they were usually open world style levels for Halo, similar to this, where something happens just every minute or so. Gronk. What's up, Gronk? Grunt. Wants some smooth. Where are you from? Me, Gronk. You help rescue Gronk, friend? Sure, why not? Why not, Gronk? Where's your friend at? I like that each one of these characters appears to have a nice little chat function. I feel like there's a spider on the other side of this wall, and it's just one voxel thick. Because I just saw something poke through the wall, so I bet I get to the other side and there's a creature. Possibly even, yep, yeah. So, you'll notice that when I'm walking here, this is going to be worse for your other users. But right here, right as I get in this ballpark, where you see that little hunger meter check in, the creature on the other side of the wall has a radius that's big enough to see me, but can't physically access me. And whenever that happens, your users are going to experience some lag. So you'll want to make that wall thicker, possibly put the creature further away, or shrink the radius on vision for the creature so that it doesn't see me through the wall, because they can see through the wall, because it'll give you this kind of like chop lag as that happens. And it's much worse for other users with slower computers. Mine is, ballpark like $3,000-$4,000. But I walk in here, I see bad guy, undead hellhound, could see me through wall. And I could feel that because I've tested enough of these, so I kind of knew what was going on. And then see the nose poke through. Let's see, that's a death, so we don't want to do that. So we've got a little bit more visual intrigue in this room, and I'm liking that. You've got some crystals, some stalactites, I think that's what those are called, hanging from the ceiling. So that's looking good, feeling good. Looks like a portal to hell over here. Haha. Oh, this dragon wants to fight, but that's how I save the guy. How do I do the thing? Can I do this? I guess not. I didn't want to anyway. All right, let's cheat. Right here, you've got a little do. We could cheat. Help! Well, I got you, dog. Wait, okay, this may not break until the dragon is killed, so you can't cheat. That's good. How weak is the bloodless dragon? They have red in them. Are they really bloodless? Probably. Alright, I got a gold key. Here we go. It's automatically unlocked, which is not too bad. I would like to see, since you know you can't cheat and you must kill the dragon, there probably should be a path up to this character, and to replace them with another one that looks the same as them when they, or maybe just make them appear down here, apparently like outside of the cave, and start being able to walk around or like walk back toward, back toward their camp. That would be cool. Doors open because I got the key. Looks good, except it's lava, so like what? We're just gonna jump in. Alright, room full of lava, but I can walk on the lava. If that's not going to be the forever rule, I would recommend not to do that. Maybe put like cooled lava there. If there's ever another instance where you could die by lava, probably don't do that. And then I can teleport to the next zone. It's looking good. Okay. A very similar visual theme this time. Looking good. I think. No, that was tech related as well before. So if it's going to be techy to be able to teleport again, I would just say change some of these to be techy. on that. And since we are 6 minutes over, there's glass. Yeah, crypto sauce for sure. I can see that there was glass there, but in the previous situation, there was some lava that you had and the bridge that goes over it. I assume, I didn't test it, but I assume if I fell in that lava, there wasn't glass and that it might have been able to kill you. So if that is the case, then, you know, you'll want to make it consistent for your user, right? Because you've set the expectation that they could die if they touch lava, and then they would go into that area and they would think like, well, why would I want to jump? You know, I'm gonna die. So just keep that in mind. You'll want to be consistent with your design principles as well, so that your users have the best possible experience when they play. Question comes in. Douglas Marino says, what's the Sandbox's policy on nudity? Flexible, I guess I'll say, but it's voxels, so I don't know. We have a Hack the Tau is a brand where one of their main characters has a singular exposed breast, but I don't think it's like in flesh tones. I can't recall off the top of my head, but I mean, it's between 5 and 100. We will be implementing as time goes. So all these people are talking to me through the cage. That's good. I like the fact that they have flavor text. That guy. Oh, well, that's interesting. But yeah, the games will be later on down the road being able to give like a mature rating, if you would like, where you could say this is mature content. You must be X age to enter, or like of legal age in your country to enter, or something like that, in order to help for that kind of content, or potentially, you know, gambling content or something like that. Okay, I'm coming into this room. There was some flavor text to explore before. You might, if we're talking about the flavor text from these cages back here, you might make it so that the character itself doesn't speak when you walk by the door, but instead you put an invisible like calculator asset on top of the door, like on the front side, and then title it Brave Knight. Right? That way the text always comes up in a way that's easier to read there. It's just a little one extra step, but you'll still know that it's the knight that's speaking. You'll still know that it's this Agent X character. You know, rather than having to literally read between the lines, we'd be able to read it as kind of plain text that way as you go through. So that's just, you know, a quick little tip there. Again, in this hallway, you've got some visual interest. Again, this is good. You know, you've got the banners, you've got the torches. Maybe at the end of the hallway, you start to vary the tiles a little bit to give some kind of leading lines to go up that way. That sort of thing. Let's see. 1 second. We have 74 responses to the Wizzy the Blue NFT entry for this week. I'm going to type RNG in my favorite browser, and we will get the 74 max responses. User number 51 is the winner today. 51 is over on twitch.tv. Area Leica. Hopefully I pronounced that right. That is ERYALIKA user. Area Leica. You've won today. Congratulations on winning the Wizzy the Blue NFT. I will put your name into the list, and that will be distributed as soon as Alex is off vacation. We have a little bit of a backlog on that, folks, because, of course, he is on vacation, and I don't want to say, hey, Alex, you know, change your life, turn it upside down, come on vacation to do this distribution. So he'll be back soon. Old King Harold, looking good, feeling good, King Harold. How you doing? Hanging out with Wizzy the Gilded right here. Wonderful. Are you the hero the gods foretold? I mean, maybe. I could be. You never know. I mean, I'm a Smurf, so, like, who's not a hero when you're a Smurf? You know what I mean? Slay the dragon. Wow, that escalated quickly. I'm kidding. That was supposed to be a joke. The hero the gods foretold. that could probably be fleshed out a little bit more, having more flavor text in there, a little something. Like you could say like, maybe, or who, what do you mean, or something like that, and then have them go into a couple of lines of text that talks about like, well, we've been plagued by this dragon, or we've had this kind of problem, and then it gives you the user a little more motivation to go beat him up as a Smurf. Bop, bop. Charge up. Time to power up, Smurfy. All right. I did say your name. You've won the Wizzy the Blue NFT asset today. Congratulations, Area Leica. All right. Let's see. I'm making my way downtown. Walking fast. Faces past, and I'm homebound. All right, that snake attacked me, but wasn't like really interested in attacking me. I like that. It seems like you've made it that the snake is a predator, but that it has a very low, desire to eat. And what that means is that it'll just take like one little chomp out of you and then move on with its life. Only eat up the 1 HP out of your pool. Okay, I don't know why I'm being so cautious about water. It's water, right? I assume you can walk through the water. We've got some jump puzzle stuff going on here. A little bit of that. Looks like a treasure chest. That's cool. Wait, treasure turtle. This is one of the NFTs that was sold over the last week or so. The pirate-based NFTs. You can check out this little treasure box turtle, cute little guy, over there at the store right now. I think there's still some available at sandbox.game in the marketplace. All right, we got a little jump puzzle going on. Okay. That requires, so my main quest is to find a dragon and slay it, and I always slay it. Let's get up here and find, is that dragon? Okay, first of all, come on, bro. I got this. I want to talk to this dog for some reason. Maybe, or like, what is this? A pig dog? I don't know. Whatever it is, I kind of want to see that thing like woof or do something. Of course, I'm not sure what it is, so why would it? How do I get that? Gotta get up. Can't go this way. Can't go around it. Gotta go over it or something. Oh, is that a wait. Is that a dragon? Is that the dragon? All right, let's see. Centipede thing, millipede. Whoa, bro. Whoa. Whoa, okay. Gold key. Did the thing. Gold key, open door. Got a mushroom sword. That's good. Mushroom shield. Okay. Cannot be used with the current avatar. Okay, so this is a critical thing. Baby hippo. Okay. His attack is bugged, so I had to make it really low HP. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. The mushroom shield can't be used with the current avatar because the Smurf is based off of the child asset, which is also part of why it has more limited movement. So giving the equipment there doesn't function as expected. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let me see here. I did not receive my prize on June 28th. Freedom. I did mention just a little while ago that Alex is on vacation. So the distribution on a lot of those Wizzies went on hold when they went on hold, if that makes sense. So he'll be back soon. It'll be all good. Let's see if I can get back. No! Alright, I assume that's pretty easy to do. That these want to attack me, but they don't. Okay, there we go. How close do I gotta get? A lot of close. Gotta get a lot of close. No worries. Let's see. What is currently considered desirable land? Does location play into this, or is all land considered the same except for the size difference? Well, Doug. Okay, predators don't move in waters. That makes sense. Um, One thing that you can do to fix that potentially is to make a single layer of not water at the bottom. If you want to make predator fish, then they'd be able to move around. They could walk on in water and attack at distance. Douglas says, what is considered desirable land? For the most part, desirable land is based on, at least at this time, based on proximity to desirable locations, partners, that sort of thing. But as time goes along, desirable is going to be based on more likely, Gates of Valhalla, very nice, more likely desirable developers. I mentioned just a little bit ago, like a couple of streams back probably, that Andy Ritchie and Cyber Dragon, who is I'm trying to remember the stream page because I'm a terrible person. This is easier than I'm making it out to be. Game Maker Academy. Wow. I don't know why my brain did that. But the Game Maker Academy streamer and Andy Ritchie, who streams each and every day on twitch.tv/Andy Ritchie, teaching people the skills they need to be able to look at all these little axes. They need to be able to make these games. Those users together have some lands that are right next to each other, and I mentioned that they may have some highly desirable land to be around because they are some of the better. You did it. Okay. I remember you as a creator now. That's interesting. I remember you as a creator, Crypto Sauce, because I remember this little devil and that lava level that was the bane of our existence between Alex and myself. Oh, you can go through the axis that was a present. Yeah, but you know, so when we talk about what's desirable, I think that being near them is desirable, and given that they have many 1x1s, it could be a situation where, you know, they'll be popular because their games are good. You know what I mean? So a lot of these partners that we have, especially some of them with larger spaces, they're going to be desirable because they have strong marketing departments, right? Defeat the beast. This beast was inside the cage with the guy. I gotta beat the beast. But no equipment is possible to use, so the beast is easily vanquished. Gotta grab golden pendant, and it is allowing me to leave. Very good. Oh, okay. Here we go. Did that fall? Oh, okay. Little Smurfette, you can walk right through them. Interesting. I grabbed the time thing. Go back to bed. Oh, look at you. Victory. Very good. Was not bad. Not bad, of course. It had an interesting story, but lacked some, again, just pacing is a little bit infrequent. It got much more interesting near the end than it was at the beginning. And again, I'd like to see the text that comes up from the flavor text things come up before, like in front of the cages, probably a little something from that tree forest, you know, the ant that was sitting out there, the tree that lives in a tree, that sort of thing. So yes. But yeah, just one more touch on this before we get wrapped up today. The proximity to lands matters because you can travel by simply walking. You could walk to the edge of an experience, and when you touch the edge, it's going to ask, do you want to go to another one, right? Or you could view it on the map as you do right here, right? The metaverse map will be slightly different than what you see here in that, like, let's use this giant, the sandbox space as an example. On the metaverse map, it won't just say the sandbox, or it won't say meta key. There will be experiences inside of the meta key space, and I think meta key was one of those that I retweeted, which is why I'm mentioning them. They are for the sale. I'll be back here with you in a little over 12 hours now. But inside their space, the maximum size experience you can make right now with the Game Maker is a 4x4. But they have 500 plus lands that need to be developed. So there's a lot of things about MetaKey that are interesting right now, and similar partners like them. These big partners need developers to make experiences in their space. So if you are a developer, find one, possibly reach out. They may have the funds to finance you developing their game. They may need asset creators for those developers, people who are making art to make that game. They may need script writers for that, right? And then they would be a popular place where it is viable that they would have their experience charged for, right? Your game that you made in their favor could be charged for, so a user would come in and pay to play in the MetaKey space potentially. I assume they would also have a few experiences that are totally free to attract people to come in and talk about MetaKey as a brand. You have a game experience where it plays about MetaKey, that sort of thing. So I'm sure that companies like that are looking for pitch meetings from people, from creators. You look at all the space that Whale Shark has around, right? All of these little top hat characters. There's no way, reasonably speaking, that Whale Shark could create all of those experiences on their own, and they will need help. Atari, we have teams already working on Atari games internally, teams that have applied for the Game Maker Fund, the Foundation Fund, maybe working on these games, making assets for those games, that sort of thing. The Walking Dead, very much the same thing. This space right here at 0,0, we are working. This is where the metaverse will initially launch. And we've been working for months and months and months on experiences and games and beta testing it and making sure that things are functional as we would want them to be, as you would expect them to be. So we have been working on that sort of thing. I would say look at all of that sort of thing and try to get your hands in there. Get out there into the world. If you're a strong creator, let people know that you're a good creator and that you are, maybe you're one of the 20 that got accepted for Sandbox certified. Go let people know about that, because it's going to make a difference as you get further into the launch of the metaverse. As people start to realize how big these games truly are, how much experience can truly be made, you'll see more from that. Jeff T says, will NFTs from other blockchains eventually be allowed to be added to your land? Well, as it is right now, there is only layer 1 compatible, yes, but also we have different integrations, different partnerships that we are working on. So we partner with the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and you can see their official space here. You can see many unofficial spaces around from the community. Our partnership with them includes a representation of your apes, if you have them, inside the sandbox. So that system is being built as we speak. The Zed Run, similar, right? We have an NFT that you can get exclusively right now when you click on these premium lands in today's sale in just, 14 or so hours from now. The Zed Run Monument. So it's a representation of their logo, approved by them. Official NFTs are being rebuilt. In terms of like direct draw, if you go to OpenSea.io and you have anything that's a static image right now, you can display that in your land and it will show who the current owner is and who the original minter of the asset was. So all of your arts, you just maybe saw in the last game that I played there, some Axies were displayed, some Bored Ape Yacht Club apes were in there, that sort of thing. So those are on display, and you could just push the letter N when you're in the game, and you could see who owns them. Again, who made them originally. So we do have some integration. Can Sandbox certified be achieved outside the boot camp? So yes and no. That program will expand quickly. I was in a meeting earlier this week with a group of people specifically looking for talent that's going to help you when the metaverse launches, to be in there, be your tech support, that sort of thing when you're in the game, do sand giveaways, that stuff. In that conversation, we were talking about Sandbox certification and how it was crazy. It was over 1,000 people who had applied, and we didn't really expect that to be on this kind of first off pilot run sort of thing. So we're funding the expansion of that program very quickly. So hopefully that gets expanded rather than retracted, and we can get a lot more people interested, because should be now, I think, well over 250,000 users. I know we were right about that ballpark in the last sale, so I would expect us to be blown past that at this point. Are you working with Wax blockchain? I believe we do have a partnership with Wax, but how are they applied? That's totally up to them. Let me see. I think it was in one of the very first sales that we had, in fact, had Wax on there, but somebody who has probably more time to explore the map at this point could make that really clear. I see Harmony right here in the first section. See, MakerDAO is there. Some others. I'm pretty sure Wax is here somewhere around the way, but I forget exactly where their space was. Got an OpenSea there. Ultra. Bunch of different spaces. Regardless, Wax blockchain, in terms of direct blockchain, just keep in mind that we probably won't have other layer 2s as part of the ecosystem, at least certainly not initially. We are based around and built around the Sand token in that ecosystem, of course, so we will stick with that for some time. We did partner with Polygon to be the layer 2 solution to help us with relieving the ecological impact and that sort of thing. So more, I could definitely answer your question about Wax if you wanted to ask about that over on Discord. We could get a good answer out for you on that. I know it's around here somewhere. I see Axie right here. I'm pretty sure it was one of our first partnerships that we had right off the bat, but can't recall exactly where it was. All right. My Flat says the camp has been great so far. Very valuable and well thought out. Special guest today demoing box edit with Panda Pops. Oh ho ho! There you go. You can't really ask for more of a pro than Panda Pops. You've seen those streams here on Mondays. Folks, that's going to be all for me here today. Appreciate you joining. And again, congratulations to our winner of the Wizzy the Blue NFT asset, Erica Leica. Aria Leica. My bad. For today's stream. Join me again on Saturday. We will be having the awards ceremony for the Game Jam. The final votes are coming in now from our reviewers, from Square Enix, from Ubisoft, from companies all over the world. Those will be in here before end of day tomorrow. So I will be doing a whole bunch of different stuff, but I'll see you in just a couple of hours. And again, back here on Saturday with Sebastian, with Alex, with myself. It should be a nice, shiny new format to our streams as well. I'm going to make it so that there's less stuff in the way, because right now we've got the text chat way off in the way on the right. You've got me in the way at the bottom. We've got some things that can scroll cleanly on the very bottom right now, but I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to make it look extra shiny looking on our streams very soon. So I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.